Psych NPs, Psych NP students, and nursing students. You don't have to figure this out alone. There are so many online community resources that can help get you to where you want to be, answer your questions, collaborate with you, mentor you, share resources, provide emotional support, allow you a place for venting and case management, all kinds of things. There's so many resources out there, and I wanted to share some in this video. The first one and the easiest to get into are Facebook groups. So Facebook groups are going to be groups, with your peers, people asking questions, getting answers from the group community, and it's a great resource just to connect with people who have the same questions. A lot of times you feel like you're not alone when you see somebody ask a question. Maybe you have answers for other people asking questions. A couple of my favorite Facebook groups, and I just also want to say I'm not affiliated with them in a means of I didn't make any of these resources. These are just what I've used and what I've seen, and groups and resources that may help you as always. So the first one is if you're studying for boards, I would recommend Georgette's PMHNP certification Facebook group. So this is study tips for boards, questions that people have about boards. A lot of people post their results, to sharing when they pass, so it kind of gives you encouragement, keeps people going. It is affiliated with Georgette's PMHNP study course. I don't know the exact name of it, but I did take that one, and that's how I passed boards as well. So I'm still in that group from when I was studying for boards. People give study tips, and it's just if you're in that moment of life right now for studying for boards, definitely join that group, and I will post them here, and I don't know if I could add links, but for YouTube I'll add links to the bottom. The other one, once you pass boards, that Facebook group has a second group called the Post Certification Lounge. So these are for brand new nurse practitioner students that were in the Georgette's original group who now have passed and have questions in practice. So now it's actually working NPs. They discuss salary, how to negotiate your first contracts, what to look for. People share, what their offers are, and get feedback from other nurse practitioners. So it's kind of nice to get that transparency with their peers across the country. Facebook group that I would recommend is finding your local therapist groups or your local NP chapters. So what I mean is by you search either your city or your state and therapist group and see what pops up. So like for me, I'm in Arizona, I would put Arizona Mental Health Professionals or Arizona Therapist Group, Arizona Psychiatric Nurse Practitioners. And these are people who are local, and the benefits of that is that you can work together to meet in person. You can go to networking events, you can go to conferences, you can find people who are local to you that share that, your career field, and collaborate, make new friends. So then if you're at the stage of wanting to start your own private practice like I am, there's a couple other groups that you can join. One of them is called the Elite Nurse Practitioner, and this one is not just for psychiatric nurse practitioners. This is for all nurse practitioners that are interested in starting their own practice. There's different courses that you can buy from them as well, but you don't have to buy the courses. You can just collaborate with other nurse practitioners who are doing things that you're wanting to do, and everybody's in different stages of their practice, and they share resources like where they're getting their supplies from, lawyers they're using, contracts they're starting, how to hire people once you're at that level. So it's definitely a valuable resource if you're looking at private practice. There's also one specific to psychiatric nurse practitioners called the PMHNP Startup and Management. It is hosted by a company called Silverleaf. So they do help you set up your own practice, telemedicine, for the psychiatric nurse practitioner. And again, you don't have to use their resources. I personally don't. I just joined the group to get the information, share information, and even with that, it's been a huge help. We discuss what EMRs to use, how to create contracts, same thing, what platforms we're using for prescribing. So we share all that information, and again, it's a free source. All these Facebook groups are free to work with other professionals and know that you're not alone. And the last resource I wanted to share today was actually a membership-based program. So this one there is a fee involved, but I think it's totally worth it. I am personally a part of it. It's the Psych NP Network. And again, it's not something I created, but I am part of it. It was created by two experienced psychiatric nurse practitioners, Lindsay and Rachel. I'll put their social media handles here. So you can follow them on social media. But they created a group where it's a safe space for psychiatric nurse practitioners, from students all the way up to experienced and NPs wanting to start their private practice, to gather in a safer space than the Facebook social media groups. Because although I do love the Facebook groups, as you guys probably seen before, they can get screenshotted, they can be shared. In this group, we're all working collaboratively. I feel like it's more of a controlled environment. People are paying to be there, people are paying to network, so I think it's a little bit of a better resource. So we work on difficult cases, we discuss private practice, there's Q&As, we have one of my favorite things that I love so far is we have weekly Zoom meetings. So we're all across the country and we have meetings on launching our own private practices. So we discuss, what are we struggling with, how are other people doing their marketing, what are they using, and we're just building a good community where you feel supported and like you're not alone, because it's so easy to feel like you're alone in this. And when you have so many questions and goals, I feel like they really push you and motivate you to keep going and try things. And new grad support, I know Lindsay also has a new grad bootcamp program as well, which is separate to guide you from being a student to going into practice. So those are just some of my online resources to help build community. If you guys have any more resources that you want to share, please share them. I'm trying to share as much as I can for my own self, but there's so many other resources out there and that I might not even know about. So thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.